Hey, what's happening, Storm Chasers? Welcome back to another episode of the Domeeri Chronicles. We're all set to start working on this blank canvas of a house here, but we need to get some things taken care of. Some of the blocks that we're going to be using for the interior, I don't have access to right now, and so we're going to have to build up a few farms. It may take us a couple, 3 episodes before we are able to actually do the interior. I didn't think about that when I was designing the interior, about how much stuff is available in early game and all of that. So I'd rather do it right the first time, not have to come back and remember how much I've done, how much I've not. So it might take us a few episodes to get each house done. We'll see. But there's something I want to show you. During the time between episodes, I was kind of going back and forth between here and that village. Just trading, building up an emerald stockpile. Not that I have any left now, because as I was trading with the guy that sells emeralds for paper, I unlocked another trade of his, and I came across this. Mending. So, I got a couple books. You can see my shovel and my axe are both in pretty rough shape. So I'm going to get those enchantments on those 2 tools. And we'll have to get something for our pick as well. But we'll take care of that. And I'm going to make a list of everything that I need for the house over there, as far as what farms I need to make, that kind of thing. And I'll come back once I have that finished. So, looking through this list, I don't know whatever possessed me. I made an interior full of blocks and items that are not beginner friendly at all. One of the items on here is a wither skeleton skull. What was I thinking? So I'm gonna put a data pack in here. I want to kind of cheat around a little bit and get custom player heads in here. I am not ready by any means to go wither skeleton hunting. I don't have looting 3. I don't have a lot of the enchantments. I'm just not ready. So I'm going to kind of cheat it a little bit for right now. And I will have to go get some blaze rods and a couple other things. I actually need to go to the end to get some of this stuff. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. I might have to leave a couple of the things undone for now, maybe. But if that's one of the main lighting sources is end rods. Because I like the look of the lamps. They just look nice. But I'm going to need to create 2 farms for some of this stuff. And that is a honey farm, or a bee farm, however you want to put it. Which I've never really tried that before. So I'm kind of excited to tackle that. And we need to get a iron farm going, believe that or not. I actually need a fair amount of iron. And my pick's still not in real good shape. You can see I haven't enchanted it yet. And even once I do, it's going to be Silk Touch pick, not Fortune. So there would be the downside of having to smelt all that, and I wouldn't get as much out of it. So what we are going to do is we're going to bring a couple villagers over here, breed them, get a 3rd villager, and set up just a temporary iron farm that will be running here. That'll give us all the iron we need for the different interiors, and then that will help us out a lot. So that will probably be most of this episode. I'm going to go look for a bee farm design, and we will start with that once I go over and find some beehives. So I gotta collect a few other items, so I'll probably manage that along the way. So fingers crossed, and here we go. So, yeah, that happened. Ah, boy. Well, as you can see, I've recovered from that poor tragedy. I got me some shiny gold armor now. I've replaced my diamond tools. But, well, yeah, I lost all my gear that I had on me. I had my enchanted gear, everything, my enchanted tools. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a setback, but, I mean, let's be honest, we all knew it was going to happen eventually. The way that I died, it had to happen. That's why I was not playing hardcore. But there is some good news that came out of it, because before I died, I managed to get a hold of not 1 beehive, but 4. So we've got ourselves set up, and we are going to go ahead and start with an iron farm. I'm going to sleep first, but we're going to go ahead and set up an iron farm over here off the coast of Pelegus, off the coast of the island here. And I went ahead and took the time between those two clips to transport some villagers over, and we're all set up. We're ready to go. The particular farm design that we're going to use was done by A.B. Fielder. I'll link his channel down below as usual. So it's supposed to... What happened there? I forgot how to talk. It's supposed to produce about 5,000 iron per hour. English is hard. Words are hard. But anyway, it's supposed to produce 5,000 iron per hour, which is more than sufficient for what we need for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing constructed up right around there. Let's get it started, get it going at lightning speed. That build actually went a lot quicker than I expected it would. It only took about 10 minutes or so to be able to get all of that built up. But I suspect the rest of the farm is going to take probably a pretty good bit longer, because I have to move the villagers up there, and then I have to get a zombie in there. Now, zombies usually aren't too much of a problem, and you may notice something. I'm on a mushroom island. I don't get mobs out here. That may be a little bit of an issue. I do have that island right there. But even better, though, and I don't know if you guys noticed it when I was walking up through the mineshaft a couple weeks ago, or a couple episodes, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Whenever I showed off the mineshaft. But there's actually a zombie spawner down in there. So, worst case scenario, I go down there and I make him follow me all the way up. Give him a helmet or something to protect him, cover it up to where I can get him up there, something. But first I gotta get these guys up there. That will let them sleep as well. Because they do... I can't remember... I know the iron farm mechanics changed, but I can't remember if they still have to sleep or not. I'll let them sleep just so that we're safe. But we'll get those guys up there, and let's see how long it takes us here. And right there, the golems are falling, and we're getting iron. So I'm going to AFK for a couple of hours, and I need to get some sleep. So I'm going to do that. And when I come back, then hopefully there'll be enough iron there to work on the interior, which I actually just realized I still need to do the honey farm as well. So I'm going to look and see how much time we are at on the episode. Wow, that's coming a lot quicker than I thought it would. But I'm going to look and see how much time we're sitting at on the episode so far. And then I'm going to get some sleep while I AFK here next to this bed. So let's see how much we get in the next couple hours or so. Well, let's see. We've been AFK for about 2.5 hours. Let's check and see how much iron we got out of the AFK session here. Let's see. Looks like 4 stacks and a piece here. We'll leave the poppies in there for now. And about the same, so 8 stacks and a piece. Great. We need just shy of 6 stacks, I think it is, for the interior of the house over there. So that works out great. And it gives us just a little bit for other projects down the road, which we'll leave this up for probably 2-3 more episodes. That way we can build up a small stockpile, and when we need a bunch of hoppers or whatever, then, or mine rails, whatever, we'll have it ready to go. So I looked at the timeline as well to see where we were at on the video, and unfortunately it looks like we're about out of time for today, which works out really well because I'm leaving here in about an hour to go on a camping trip, and I'm not going to get the chance to record anymore when I get back. So this video will be going up right about the same time as I get back if I work everything out right. So unfortunately, this is it. Let me know what you thought of the iron farm and stuff, and anything else that you like there. Just be sure to drop a comment. I love reading them. I enjoy getting to interact with you guys. And don't forget to subscribe because there is a storm coming. Weasel Storm.